Okay, Kevin here, and I'm back with you for another video. Okay, so we are going through this 9-step checklist, and by the way, I've made it nice and easy for you. Right below these videos, there is access to the PDF file of this 9-step checklist. Okay, and we've already went through the first step on the checklist, which is going through the Quick Start module. Okay, and so you can go ahead and you can check that off, number one. Okay, and like I said, this is all about getting you results. So what we're going to do now is we're going to be talking about the second step on the 9-step checklist, okay, which is going through the Passions into Profits section of the big manual. You're going to find this in the big manual that I'm sending to you. You probably maybe even have it in your possession by now. But the thing is, everybody wants to know, Kevin, what's the best product to sell? What's the best business to get into? And the thing is, none of that even matters. And I know that for most people, they just can't grasp that whole concept. But the thing is it doesn't matter the products and services that you sell. And I'm going to give you, I'm going to tell you why and how I even came to discover this. I very seldom speak at live seminars, okay, but once in a while I do. Oh gosh, I think it was back in about 2009. I was speaking in a live seminar down in Tampa, and before I spoke, I had 90 minutes slotted for me to speak that day, and it was right after lunch on the day that I was speaking. And during my lunch break, I just went up to my room, and I was not concentrating because, yes, I knew I would be offering my products and services for sale at that event, but what I was not concentrating was how can I sell as many people as I can in this room on my products and services. What I was concentrating on was how can I make a difference in every one of these people's lives, or in as many lives as I possibly can, of the people that were going to be in that room hearing me speak for that 90-minute period. And that's what I focused on. And all I wanted to do was just share from my heart and hopefully make a difference in their lives. And I did that. I shared for 90 minutes, and then at the end I let everybody know that, hey, this is how, I can help you if you're so inclined. If you feel this is the right fit for you, if we've made a connection, then here's how you can get involved with what I've got going on. I told them how they can invest in the automatic income system. And we sold a huge number of automatic income systems that day, and I picked up a whole ton of brand new clients. But what was very interesting is afterwards, in the back of the room on the break, people were coming up to me and they were sharing from their heart, talking about how, what part of my story resonated with them, and how, I had talked about me fishing in Alaska. One gentleman talked about how he works on the oil rigs. I talked about my first wife leaving me and how painful that was. A couple of gentlemen were telling me about how their first wives left them. And how, even though that was painful at the time, they're in a much, much better spot now. And I talked about my first business and all the mistakes that I made there, but like now, today, I have a business that actually fits in with and funds the lifestyle I really want to live, that lets me have all kinds of time with my family, and that really, there's not a whole lot of difference between my business life and my personal life at all. It's all just my life, and it's just me, and I get to be, the person that I was put on this world to be, and use my business to make a difference in lives of people like yourself. And after that event, like I said, all those people were coming up and talking with me and sharing how my story had made such an impact on them. But what was so interesting is not one of them talked about the product. I mean, a couple of them asked, they were like, they were making comments like, Kev, I don't even know what I just got from you. All I know is I want to be a part of what you've got going on. I want going on in my life what you got going on in yours. I want more of what you got going on in my life, Kev. One gentleman came up to me and just flat out said, you know what, Kevin? You could have been selling dog poop in a box, and I would have bought, because I want to be a part of what you've got going on. And see, that's when it let me know it ain't about the product or service. It's about making a connection with people, making an impact on their lives. And when you do that, it doesn't matter what you sell. So, back to the checklist here. What we're going to do is you're going to go through the Passions into Profits portion of the big manual, okay? Because what this is going to do is it's going to let you know in advance that there's plenty of money to be made. And by the way, I will let you know that the way that we make money is by providing value to other people. Okay, and the thing is once you get this, and once you really start to understand this, because I know where you're at right now. I know that, you've stepped out on a limb here. You're wondering, like, man, is this guy Kevin for real? Can he really help me? And yes, the answer to that is absolutely yes, I can help you. But in the process of doing that, we've got to change some of the things that you've thought to be true all this time. Because like me, when I thought those things were true, it wasn't getting me where I wanted to go. So I had to change my way of thinking, and we got to kind of change your way of thinking a little bit too. And I'm going to open up your mind, and I'm going to open up your mind to a whole new world of possibility that you never even knew existed before, okay? But we're going to change your thinking in the process on a little bit too. And so when you go through this checklist, I'm going to show you, how to turn your passions into profits. And even right now, like I said, you might not be like getting really clear yet about, okay, what am I meant to do? How am I supposed to use this system? But trust me, as you continue going through this process with me, it's going to come to you. It is going to come to you. Maybe it already has. Maybe you've already got, okay, Kev, even what I've already got from you, I'm starting to get really clear on what I want to do and how I can best use the system. But if you're not there yet, it's okay. Just keep moving forward with me, okay? Whatever you do, keep moving forward, okay? Because when you do, together, you and I are going to be unstoppable. Okay, so as you go through this passions into profits process, you're going to find out in advance that there's plenty of money to be made. So I'm going to show you some tools to use. I'm going to show you how to research and even spy on your competition. And yes, you're going to be able to feel superior to them once you do this. You'll see what I'm talking about when you start going through the passions into profits portion of the big manual there. And I'm going to show you how to spy on your ideal prospect so that they can tell you up front what they even want from you. Because see, this whole thing hinges on that we are not selling anything. All we are doing is we are giving people what they already naturally want to buy from us. And that's what I'm going to be showing you how to do. Okay, and so with that, go through this Profits into Passions portion of the big manual, and I will be back in touch with you soon, and we're going to have some more incredible things happen, and I'm going to keep walking you through this 9-step checklist because I want you to have a lifestyle business. I want you to have an automatic income just like mine that provides for your lifestyle business that you want to live, and we get to make a difference in a whole lot of other people's lives while you get compensated in the process of doing that.